Oh, you're on the John Fredericks Radio Network, the John Fredericks Radio app, and I am your Godzilla of the truth in America, your oracle of the deplorables. Hey, thanks for being with us. As always, coming to you live, downtown Indianapolis, Indiana, 22 degrees, wind chill, -9 is another -9. So that's, what's that make it, Ryan? Like 15 degrees? Little chilly here in Indianapolis. We're in the sports center of the galaxy. In Indianapolis. They got Pacers. They got what else? Colts. They're trying to win. They got a Big Ten championship. Indiana undefeated. Ohio State undefeated. But we're outside the state capitol. And we're trying to be very nice because we're very nice people. And we want to gently encourage our state senators and representatives here that represent Indiana as Republicans to enthusiastically endorse President Trump's call for redistricting Indiana to get us to more Republican seats. But we're going to do it in a very nice way because we're very nice people, and we want to be Indiana nice. If you believe that, I've got a cruise to sell you in the Antarctic Ocean, right? It's all good. 888-480, John, you want to weigh in? 888-480-5646. It's freezing here in Indy, but we are here on the Trump bus. And when things get tight, when things get cold, when you don't know what's going on, who do you bring on? Oh, there's only one guy to bring on, and that's my buddy, Chris Hoar from sat123.com. Chris, great to have you with us.
Here, John. Thanks for having me on, mate.
So, Chris, you probably aren't aware of this, but in our Trump bus here, we're powered by two things. Our sat phone. Check this out, dude. 10-hour drive yesterday from wherever we were, got in there at midnight, right? I don't know how many times we pit icy roads, very cold. I think we came from we started they picked me up. They started in Fairmont. We picked this up outside of Morgantown, drove to Indy, icy roads, spots of no cell service. Something happens, we break down, we slide off the road. What do? Dude, boom. Sat phone, open it up, hit the button, make a call. My family can call me. Anybody can call me. Guess what? You know how much these are? They're free. They're free from you. All you have to do is sign up for your plan. You get 90 free minutes. They roll over. It's about $89 a month. Best deal in America. But you know what else, Chris? You know why we have this video when we're on the air?
I'm going to get Starlink.
Starlink, baby. Got it right up here on the roof, pointed to the sky. I've got video. I've got complete internet selection. We got TVs going. Tonight, we got ball games on, hockey games, all because of my Starlink. And you know, when I think of my sat phone and my Starlink, what do I think of? Sat123.com and Chris Hoar. Tell us what's going on, Chris.
Well, John, you know, I was watching your last interview talk about affordability and inflation and so on. But here at sat123.com, we have not raised our prices in the last 12 months. We're sticking to our guns and still offering both of those products you were just talking about for free with activation. We're the only ones in the country who do that, and we're very proud of that. But John, we have seen, apart from the terrible weather we're seeing in some of the country, we've seen a big increase in cyber attacks recently. And this is, some people need to realize that everything is vulnerable under a cyber attack, especially the utilities, especially the power and communications. And so, look, earlier this year, we saw the entire country of Spain get taken offline for over 24 hours. Recently, we've seen outages at AWS, at Cloudflare, and these things have a real effect on everything we do. But if the power grid goes down, you're not going to be able to use any of those things unless you have a Starlink unit, unless you have a sat phone, and also a portable solar power generator, John. We're doing swift business in those right now, as a lot of people lose power because of these storms. A solar power generator keeps you going day after day after day. You know, gas generators are fine when you can get gas, but when the supply chain, you can't get gas. They run out of gas and propane quickly. Most gas stations, just like food stores, only stock a 2 or 3 days worth of supplies. And if you have an outage that goes on for 4 or 5 days a week or more, you're going to be out of luck. But a solar power generator is another essential element for anyone who wants to be prepared, John.
Chris, tell me about, I'm going to get to Starlink in a minute because When it first came out, I was very concerned about the level of service because you couldn't really call anybody. But now that I've figured it out, and it's all chat online, like I've got two of them. I've got one here for the bus, and I've got one at the office, because sometimes like the internet will go out, and then I can't get on the air, right? Because like the jetpacks don't give me enough bandwidth. But I simply put that right by the window because it's happened to me actually two times. It's a little portable Starlink. Is very inexpensive, and you put it right by the window because it doesn't have to be outside. It can be right by the window, and like you get like the bandwidth is incredible when you turn that thing on. How does it get this signal? Like I just put it right by the window. It works. How does that work?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's literally connecting to these low Earth orbit satellites that Starlink has put up thousands of these things all around the planet. So we're really completely surrounded by them, and they give you great access. Some of the, when it comes to Inmarsat and Iridium, those satellites are a little higher up. So that's why you need a more direct line of sight. But again, Starlink is every week, it seems like it's putting up new satellites. So they're covering all angles, no matter where you are. And that's why, it's pretty easy to get a signal from the window, but the service is great. The speeds that you're seeing are the same as most people experience from their cable internet at home. They're lightning fast, able to handle a large amount of data. And look, if you can handle video, you can handle pretty much anything, as you know. So this is really essential. Again, if you imagine a week where you don't have access to a phone or the internet, what does that week look like? It's not good. So having a Starlink as a backup, or even just as your regular service, as more and more people are doing, I think is a really, really good idea. Look, being in the dark is no fun. If you leave the house in the morning without your cell phone, the first thing you do is drive back home and go get it, because
That's right.
we're so used to being connected. So yeah, being disconnected for even a day is something that most people can't even understand, or they don't know what they do. I'm one of those people, and that's why I make sure I always have my sat phone with me, always have a Starlink unit on hand, so I can not just continue my personal life, but my business life. I wouldn't be able to do this interview, if my regular internet went down, except for the fact that I got a Starlink on the roof here as well. So I think it's something that everyone should consider. And again, free with activation, both the sat phone and a Starlink unit at sat123.com.
Well, that's it. They're free, and I love the Starlink Mini because it's portable, right? Like for
Right.
instance, when I travel, like I'm here in Indy, we used to rely on the jetpacks, right? Like Verizon and AT&T, and I've still got them. Sometimes a hotel doesn't work, but I don't even know I have them because when I travel with my Starlink Mini, and the beautiful thing about it is you just have the service, and then you just pop the thing on. You can be in your car, be anywhere, and you got full power, you got full internet access, and you're not worried about how many bars you've got. It's the same thing with my sat phone. So for anybody out there, check out the Starlink Mini, because the thing is like, it's bigger than a jetpack, obviously, but I mean, that thing is portable. You can take it anywhere. I mean, it's about the size of a CPAP machine. Some of us know what that is. Chris doesn't know what it is, but some of us do. Do you know what that is, Ryan? It's like the Darth Vader mask, right? The mask is bigger than the actual CPAP machine itself. So anyway, I don't know how I got off on that tangent. People want to get the mini Starlink at sat123.com. Great Christmas present, by the way. So are the sat phones. How do they do that?
Yeah, they could just go to sat123.com or call 941-841-0844. That's 941-841-0844. And John, we can ship stuff to you as fast as tomorrow, anytime. So, I know Christmas is only a few weeks away, but we're open 24 hours a day. We ship every day of the week, and we can do overnight shipping or even same day shipping if you're in distress. We've done that a lot when natural disasters hit and so on. So we're very efficient there. Everything we do is based out of our offices here in the U.S., including our customer service, and we never close. So if you're not sure what kind of unit you need, or you want ideas on a good present, want to try and pick the right plan, just give us a call or go to sat123.com, Joe.
What's the number again?
It's 941-841-0844.
Excellent. You guys, great company. Great. I'm all about service, and I first didn't like Starlink because like nobody would answer the phone because there's no number. Now I've gotten accustomed to it, but I was trying to figure out how to do the pause and put it on, but then I just called whatever number was in my sat phone guy thing. Somebody answered right away, and they walked me through it. They said, "All right, log on. Here's what you do. You got to hit the pause button." Then last night we're here. I got to unpause it, so I was able to do that. So now I'm getting the hang of it. But you guys help. Tell me about these portable solar generators. I mean, honestly, do they have enough juice in them? How do they work? How long is it? Can you like put a toaster in it? Like, what is it?
Well, yeah, John, we've got units from under $100 that could just power your handheld units, all the way up to units for several thousand that really can power your entire house and everything in it, including lighting, AC, the fridge, your television, whatever it is. And they do work. They've become so much more efficient, these solar panels, much more lightweight, and much more affordable. I think the biggest unit we sell is around 4,500, 4,000. But that can power a house that's around 5,000 square feet with all the utilities and everything else in it. And yep, it can power the toaster as well. So again, the beauty of this is once you invest in the unit, that is the end of your cost, because you're not going to have to fill it up or go to the gas station to get anything. You point those panels at the sun, and you're off to the races. And it doesn't have to be blazing sunshine; it needs light. Again,
How long if you get one of these? Let's say you get the small one, because all you really want to do is, I need a light, I need my phones, I need my computer, I need the minimum stuff. So you get the small one. I mean, and then you put on the solar panel. Like, how long will it take before it's fully charged, and how long will the charge last?
Well, the solar panels, the power from that goes into the unit itself, and it stores the power, and then you can turn it on. So you can leave the solar panels out there, just all the time, recharging the unit, and then you pull down the power as you need it. But, obviously there is a limit. You can plug a lot of things into these small boxes. But for most people's kind of typical use, if you have the solar panel, you just set it up outside the window or outside in the garden, whatever it is you want to do. That's going to give you enough power to power your laptop, your phone, your sat phone, and so on, keep it charged on an ongoing basis, pretty much without interruption. Because most of us aren't making calls, once we get to 8, 9 o'clock at night and so on, things kind of wind down. But your solar panel is going to be out there charging from first light throughout the day. So, again, the technology has come such a long way since we first saw solar panels in this country many years ago, and much more efficient. And we're always out there, John, looking for, the best technology and getting the best supply, because we understand that people need value and they need these things to work. If you need to rely on something for an emergency, it better work as best it can. So again, give us a call if you're not sure what you need, or check out our website. But we've been selling these units now for over 5 years, and they are becoming more and more popular. And again, with the increasing level of cyber attacks on this country, it is something that you really need to be prepared for, because it's only a matter of time before we see someone successfully take the power grid offline for, a day or two or more, unfortunately.
So last Wednesday at about 3 o'clock, my son Joe and I, 21 years old, we live in Washington, D.C., came home for the holiday. And so we decided to go take a walk. We went over the kiosk, bet the football games or whatever that were on the next day. And so we walked by where the horrific shooting happened, actually walked right in front of it, somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour before those 2 West Virginia National Guardsmen were shot.
Yeah.
And could have been him, could have been me, who knows, if it was an hour time difference, right? And we went out for a walk, and he's got a backpack. This is the backpack he has. This is called Dark Bags. Beautiful thing, right? It's $100. That's what you're going to spend, or I don't know how much it is, whatever we got him. I've got 4 of them. Joe's got one. I've got one. Claire's got one. Jack's got one. But these are the Dark Bags. With these on, if we were in that shooting or it started, you could put these up as a shield and protect yourself. Because in DC, you can't have a firearm. Like, it's unlawful. Criminals have it. Law-abiding citizens don't. That's the problem with gun control. But in DC, I follow the law. Joe follows the law. That's what our family does. We follow the law. No handguns. Can't have one. Can't carry it. No concealed, no open. Can't own it in the district. But what you can do is have protection. Tell us about, and this thing, it's chic. It looks great. It's big. You fit a bunch of stuff in it, but it's a shield. You know, if we were in that and he had this on, we'd have a fighting chance.
Yeah, absolutely, John. I mean, this is exactly the kind of situation we develop these bags for. You know, unfortunately, more and more now, you could just be out in downtown New York or DC, or just walking around, having a nice day doing your business, going about your work, and suddenly gunfire breaks out. And what do? Most people, you know, you just have to try and find something to hide behind. But like a lot of the time, you're not going to have anything to hide behind. But this backpack has a bulletproof shield inside it that has been tested and certified up to level 3A. So it's very, very effective. And again, like you said, you can hold this in front of you and give yourself a vastly improved chance of surviving. You know, originally we developed these bags because we got tired of seeing these kids slaughtered in these senseless school shootings with no way to protect themselves. And we thought, hey, you know, every parent's buying a backpack for their kids, and they're spending, you know, sometimes, you know, $200, $300, $400 or more. And all the backpack does is carry books, you know, so why not put, you know, ballistic protection inside that and give these kids a fighting chance? And that's where it started. And that's been one of our most successful products ever, John. And the price just $199, darkbags.com. And, you know, what's it worth for the peace of mind? Because look, you can't buy any product that prevents absolutely anything. But what you can do is buy a product that gives you a fighting chance of survival wherever you are, whether it's your kids at school or yourself just walking around with your son in downtown DC, you know. So I think this is, first of all, a great Christmas present. Again, parents are buying these backpacks, you know, every semester or every year. It seems they don't seem to last that long. We put a lot of effort into the quality of this bag and the materials, as you kindly pointed out. So these things last a long time. But more importantly than that, they give you protection. They give your child protection. And that's peace of mind. And John, as a parent, you know what that means.
You know what? It's a great Christmas gift for anybody in your family, your grandchildren. It's a beautiful backpack. It's big. It's got the phone charger in it. I mean, I put this is now all that I have. It's all that Joe has. Great backpack, and $199 is very well made, very well put together, very light, but it's got this shield in it. But just if it was just a backpack, I'd still buy it. It's that good. Chris Hoar, thanks for being with us. Merry Christmas to you, your family, to my friends at sat123.com. Joanna Suarez, want to thank her. And of course, the one and only visionary leader of your company, Tina Blanco, wonderful young lady, and started this thing from scratch. Just, I love working with visionary entrepreneurs, and you're a great spokesman. So thank you. Thanks for all you guys do. I love the relationship.
Thanks so much, Joe. Merry Christmas.
All right, Chris Hoar. We're going to be right back.